I guess.
Yep. Well, we're here with Stops and with Steve. Thank you guys for running us up here again today. We've been with them a few days, and bless their hearts, they're wonderful trail angels. Hawkeye's here. He's semi-awake. Me too. And we got a short day. We're doing about 11 miles into Bennington today proper. And, to get that done around lunchtime. And then we've got some trail things, some chores that we got to do in town. So thank you guys, and we'll see y'all in a couple of 3 hours.
Safe trails.
All righty. Well, we are in our first full day hiking in Vermont today. And sometimes hikers call this state Vermud because it's supposed to be kind of muddy quite a bit. Our shuttle driver, Steve, Trail Angel Steve, said this morning this is one of the sections that can be a little muddy. Even yesterday, we had lots of bog boards and some big rocks and boulders and things like that in the trail to help us to get through some of the softer spots. So we'll see how things go today. As I said earlier, we have a shorter day because we've got some town chores that we need to do today. We're almost out of snack foods and resupply foods and that sort of thing. So we're going to try to hit a Walmart. We need to try to hit an outfitter. Hawkeye and I are both looking for just some good old-fashioned nylon running shorts that may absorb less moisture than what we're wearing right now. So we'll hopefully have a fruitful afternoon in that regard. We'll see how things go. And we might do a little bit of sightseeing in Bennington today. Because there's a couple things there I want to see. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but anyway, we're hoping for maybe a 3 or 4 hour walk in the woods today and get back around lunchtime or a little bit after. And that'll leave us plenty of time to get done the town chores that we need to do. And then we're going to try to do a bigger day tomorrow. So we'll talk to you up the trail. Well, I think this is why we call this state Vermud. Not going to go through that. I can go around it. Probably a lot of these we can go around. So we're expecting quite a few of these today. But right now I'm going to go to the left and keep moving forward. Well, a little bit of view here through the power line right away. Just stepped out of the woods. And definitely Vermud today. We've passed several of those really soft, wet spots, but thankfully most of them you can go around, or they've thrown sticks or logs or whatever down in the water, so you got something that you can rise above and step over on. So kind of nice, but nice day so far. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today, not too hot, warmer than yesterday. Possible storms this afternoon, but right now it's looking nice. Hoping to make as good a time as we can this morning, so that we don't have to deal with the storms this afternoon, but we'll see how things go. It's a much shorter day for us. Typically I would say 3 hours and a half, but we don't know what kind of rocks or mud, well, there's mud right there, by golly. We don't know what kind of terrain we're going to have. Here comes Hawkeye through the right of way. He's doing well today. I'm proud of my son. I love him very dearly, and I'm so blessed to have him on this trip with me. Well, I believe we've come to the beaver pond for the day, out here to the side. We'll keep walking along and see what we see. I know we passed an outlet for it because there's the potential to get water there, but I think we're okay for water. But yep, definitely a beaver pond. Still haven't seen any beavers though. That's the thing that's crazy about it. We passed 3 or 4 of these already, and I've yet to see any sign of beaver activity. I mean, any recent activity, except for the first one we passed. There were some trees that were, I think, fairly freshly gnawed, but still never saw any beavers out, which just struck me as odd. I don't know if this is the 3rd or the 4th one of these we've passed. But you'd expect to see some life in them. Or I would. Maybe you wouldn't. I can't speak for you. There's a little bit better, clearer view. But still, I don't see anybody moving out there. Really odd. I'm guessing this is the outlet for the beaver pond, and it's beautiful. Little pool down there. Cascading water coming off the pond. And we've got some rocks right here we can go across, so I believe we will. Well, beaver pond number 2 of the day. I think this is part of the dam right here that we're going across. And Really beautiful, wide open area here. Still no sign of actual beavers. Seems kind of odd. I don't even see a lodge poking out here, but could be one right there, I'm not sure. But we're gonna move our way on through the bramble and the bog boards and get back in the woods. Well, we are passing the mountain stream slash creek of the day. It's really beautiful. Wish we, I guess we could make the time to sit and soak our feet, but I don't have a towel to dry my feet. But really nice little spot right here. Well, we're coming into Compton's shelter. It's right on the trail. And I'm gonna pause just briefly, but our trail keeps going that way. Here's the shelter itself. Hawkeye's in there to give you some sense of scale. I think this is looking down on Bennington, Vermont. And I think we're on the top of Harmon Hill. This is where we're supposed to call our shuttle drivers, our trail angels, and let them know, hey, we're on our way down. The weather has held off, knock wood, so hopefully in another 30 or 45 minutes or an hour, we'll be down to the bottom and safely ensconced back in our hotel, showered and ready to do our town chores. Well, here we are, definitely at the top of Harmon Hill, 2,325 feet. You can read the maps or the directions, and it says here 598.1.
Not right.
Gavin says that's not right.
It says we're 1,600.3 miles from
Oh, that's true.
Definitely not true.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, we're looking back yonder way towards the town of Bennington, Vermont. Well, we're on the last little bit of our journey today. We're heading down a whole bunch of stairs and rocks and slippery and this, that, and the other. Trail Angel Steve had said, you know, you've got to be very, very careful. Don't rush. We'll wait on you. Be careful and be safe coming down this thing. So we're trying to go one step at a time, very gently and eagerly, or gently rather. I can hear the road down below us. We're not far. So anyway, we're in the last little bits of our downhill today, and it's treacherous, but we're going as easy as we can and trying to be safe. All right, we are doing the touristy thing here in Bennington and nearby. We've been up to Manchester Center, had Hawkeye's poles worked on, but I did want to show you this covered bridge right here. We're going to see a few things this afternoon, I think, but we don't have these in the south at all. I'm going to turn the camera around and take a better picture of it, but I wanted you to see this, and I appreciate Stops and Steve for running me around and letting me see some of the sights up here. All right, so this is Henry Bridge, 10 feet 6 inches tall. There's a sign right here. I'll go ahead and pull this in, and that way, if you want to freeze the video and zoom in on it, you can. All right, there's the close-up of that, so hold right there. Hit freeze or do whatever it is that you do to zoom in your videos. And I'll go back over here and look down through here. Nice little creek or stream down here. Somebody's got the right idea with a hammock set up right over across it. And there's the inside. Very beautiful. Definitely don't have these so much down in the south. Well, this is the monument here in Bennington. Oh yeah, there's the scaffolding up there at the very top. I don't know if that's always there or not. We've got a fence around it down here we're trying to figure out. Yeah, it could be, yeah. But 300 feet tall, hand-laid stone from, what you said, the 1800s?
1891, I believe.
Okay, 1891. And this is a Revolutionary War monument. So that's kind of cool. We just seeing all the sights today. There's a statue over here of John Stark. Okay, so is that from Stark's Rebellion then? Or no, that was Shay's Rebellion that we came across, not Stark. But I've heard of John Stark. I'm gonna read the sign on him. Yep, okay, that makes sense. From the Green Mountain Boys. We're not gonna climb on the rock, but we'll come closer and take a little bit better picture. We could see this from the top of the mountain. I don't know if you saw our view or not from Harmon Hill. Okay, there they are, boys. We beat them today, or Molly Stark sleeps a widow tonight. Very nice. And then here's the monument right here in the back. All right, so here's a little bit of the history of the monument here. 301 feet, blue dolomite. $100,000. Nice. I'm going to come around the other side because there's more writing over here. And I want to show you down here. There's Here's the other side. I'll let you have a look at that. You can zoom in if you like. But I am going to go back to normal, and I'm going to show you down here at the place where you can buy tickets and can go up in the monument. Probably I'm not going to do that because I'm not a heights person, but we got a catamount down here decked out in Revolutionary War attire. That's kind of neat. So these things are like, if you've ever been to University of Tennessee, they've got the dog all the way around town. Same kind of thing. So this is Ethan, is the artist. And catamounts all over town here in Bennington, as well as moose. There's moose all around town. We'll show you this one over here because it's maybe as close as I get to one. But very artsy, and these statues are all around. So kind of a neat little thing. I'm appreciative of being able to see some of the greater Bennington area today.
A lot of famous people stay there.
Okay, this is an old inn that they're working on. We are in Old Bennington, I'm told. And here's the church here. They're working on it, so we can't go in it, but we are going to go look around in this graveyard, which I think is going to be somewhat historical. Okay, he says I need to come over here and see what's going on over here. Yeah, they've got scaffolding up. They're working on the roof. The old first church.
Look to the bottom right.
Uh-huh.
The cost of this church to build.
$7,793.20. Wow.
You couldn't start to fix these
No.
things for that price.
No, you couldn't do much for that price. But I'm going to go back out a little bit and go up. Just a phenomenal. The architecture in this old part of town is gorgeous. The old buildings just never cease to amaze me. So this is a common grave of Hessian soldiers, and they think they know who's here. Kind of interesting. Flagpole here with a fairly traditional U.S. flag with a circle of stars. Many patriots who fell in the Battle of Bennington, August 16, 1777. Let's see what's coming on around here. American soldiers over here on this side. I don't think we've seen the backside yet. David Redding, Loyalist, executed 1778. And here's a little bit about him. Well, this is the reason for the trip. I said, hey, yes, I would love to see this. This is the burial site of Robert Frost, his wife, and some family members. Definitely one of my favorite poets. And just below the grave here, there's a copy of one of his poems, which actually happens to be one of my very favorites, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. But so this is the final resting place of Robert Lee Frost.